Southern Vangard Radio, this is DJ John Doe, and to the left of me is my man.
Burnt out Chino. What's
Cappuccino mix.
Burnt out.
Burnt out. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah,
that's no good. Meeks has a Sunday jitters.
Oh, man. Bad than a motherfucker, man.
That's bad. So, listeners, if you don't know what the Sunday jitters are, those of you that have to be somewhere on a Monday morning because you got to go to work, like Mr. Meeks does, and like I do, and like a lot of people do, right? Sunday jitters is that time on Sunday when you realize, God damn, I got to go to work tomorrow. Fuck.
Dude, you talked about that numerous amounts of times.
You never really had them.
I never had
I was the one that had them.
It was you. Today is my day.
Today's your introduction.
Yeah.
Well, we've been doing this podcast for 3 years, and for you to not have the Sunday jitters in 3 years, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's phenomenal.
I don't know. I don't like this feeling.
I had them regularly.
Yeah, I don't like this feeling.
It's a shitty feeling. Well, I have a cure for that. Maybe not a cure-all, but I have something to take the edge off.
What is it?
That old Ezra right there.
Well, yeah, it's helping me a lot.
Now you
I'm one in.
You know what's interesting about that Ezra? You see how much is gone out of that?
Yeah.
I bought that on Friday, dude.
Yeah, I know that's how you cope.
I've been going.
There's nothing. I don't pass judgment. You know, I should have one of these in my house, and I probably wouldn't feel the way I feel right now. There's no judgment over here, homie.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna be all right, though.
I'm just saying. I know you're gonna be all right.
For those that could possibly be concerned, don't worry about the kid.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I want to ask you, was your weekend all right?
I mean, it was cool.
All right.
Yeah, just kind of laid back, low key. I fired the grill up today, and
what'd you throw on the grill?
I had some nice chicken thighs out there.
Okay.
Some burgers, some veggie burgers, some tofurkey sausages, some turkey sausages.
No pork, though. No pork.
Oh, I don't do no swine.
All right, no swine.
Yeah, I'm too divine for swine.
All right.
And I did some veggies out there. I did some squash, and I did some cauliflower and some mushrooms.
Oh, man, that reminds me.
What's up?
Well, my significant other has been growing. I was about to say like her gender, or I just did. Can I say that?
Yeah, don't even.
See, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, just
so
it's all undisclosed.
It's all undisclosed.
Yeah, we still on that.
So my wife has been growing significant vegetables. Dude, we got a whole thing.
What's up with the tomatoes?
I got a ton up there for you, dude.
Need them.
I'm gonna bring some down for you after this interview. That'll cure your Sunday jitters.
That'll make me feel so much better.
Man, they're good, too. They're good as hell.
They're full of lycopene.
Oh, man.
And lycopene is good for you and your heart.
Oh, man. Good stuff.
And it would help me tremendously.
Now, we have been trying to grow some squash. But
that's
kind of
tricky, ain't it?
It's very tricky.
It's too hot.
We have big, healthy plants, and we got little bitty, barely growing squash.
I think it's too hot here for squash.
We got some peppers.
Some good peppers.
We got some maters. And we got some eggplant.
Got some eggplant.
You want some egg? You want me to slice up some eggplant and saute it for you?
No, I like eggplant parm. So you'll have to bread them and fry them, and then smother them in that goddamn mater sauce.
There you go.
Put mozzarella all over.
Mozzarella.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm going to bring some down for you.
Put some extra cheese on them motherfuckers and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need them tomatoes right now,
man.
though.
All right, cool.
We'll get there.
We get into that.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah, so, man,
you had a good weekend.
I did have a pretty good weekend. Me and my wife are somehow pretty aligned right now. We know school's about to start.
Yeah.
Let's see, y'all are going to hear this on Thursday.
It is amazing that y'all are aligned during fucking Mercury retrograde.
Dude, it's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing because school starts on Thursday, right? And this is usually one of the more stressful times of the year. So when y'all hear this or when this episode, this interview drops, it's going to be the first day of school for 3 out of the 4 of my children. And, usually we are in a straight panic about this time. Somehow, dude, I don't know.
Smooth sailing.
It really is. And I don't know if it's because we were the past year's been so stressful with her mom and all that stuff. I talked a little bit about that. I don't know if this is the first summer where we've been able to like truly enjoy it, but it's almost like we checked out, dude. It's the weirdest thing.
Well, I mean,
we're just chilling.
You probably just hit the sweet spot, man. And it might just be that way from here on out.
No, it's not going to be. This time next week is going to be fucked up. I'm going to be all kinds of fucked up next week.
Well,
just wait. I'm going to be like you sitting in that chair right now.
I'm just glad mine don't start until Monday. So
yeah, you got a full night. Yeah, there was somebody at the neighborhood pool today who was talking that shit. I wanted to slap them.
Man, I still got shopping to do. I still got money to drop off.
Oh well,
so.
Yeah, we still got that to do too. I did manage to buy some shoes for my kids though.
Fuck was we thinking?
Just 2 of them. Man. I don't know, dude. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's just get on with this shit. Anyway, I had a pretty good weekend. I'm glad we're here. Honestly,
glad to hear it.
Man, I'm super excited about tonight.
Oh yeah, it's
and
gonna
this
be a good
week
night. Yeah.
on a number of levels.
Yeah.
So we just gonna get into it. But real quick, we're gonna stun a little bit. I went back and looked.
Stunting.
I went back and looked.
This is good.
Yo, so mix show wise, we drop a mix show once a week.
Yeah.
We're up to episode 173.
Yes.
This week. So this is the first time you've listened to Southern Vangard Radio. We drop twice a week normally. On Tuesdays, it's a mix show. On Thursdays, it's an interview session. So make sure you share, follow, like, subscribe on all the platforms, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio. We're trying to get the YouTube shit going too.
Yeah. And for those that have been listening all these years, we've never actually had a real count.
Right, exactly.
For the interview session.
Right. So to date, we have had 138 interview sessions. We have provided to the world 312 episodes of that fly shit.
Nothing but the fly shit.
312 episodes, dude, total.
Dude, I could have never imagined.
It's wild, man. So I just feel like we gotta pop our.
That's 104 episodes per year,
bro. Come on now. So get down with the sound,
does
y'all.
that?
Get down, y'all.
Who else is doing that?
Yeah. So
we'll
anyway,
wait. Name them. Text us. Let us know who else is doing.
Hold on. Listen.
Yeah.
No, nobody.
No one. Not a peep.
So make sure you tell a friend.
To tell a friend. To tell a friend.
To tell a friend. All right. Make sure we got some other folks that help us out too. Get the podcast out, right?
Hell yeah.
Those platforms.
Soul Public Radio out west, Cali, and to be specific, atlhiphop.com, IamClassicRawRadio.net, and return of BoomBap, WRBB, FM, Atlanta. All 3 of those Atlanta.
Yeah, you got it.
Congratulations to y'all, too. Y'all got 312 episodes of that fly shit, too.
Right, exactly.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
All right. So without any further ado, I'm very excited about this interview tonight.
This going to be good.
We've had this gentleman on the show once before. Actually, in the very beginning stages of this podcast, I went back and looked at the date.
Yeah.
We had him on with our good friend, Jay Scienide, in 2015. Mm-hmm. So it has been almost 3 years since we've heard from this gentleman. And it was really, these guys were working on a lot of music together. Yeah. And, he was just kind enough to kind of tag along for the interview.
Yeah, but this is a solo shot. No hangers on this.
So this week warrants,
It's a solo shot.
It's a solo shot. This week warrants a dedicated, one-on-one interview with the one and only Landover, Maryland's own.
Stand up.
Kev Brown.
Kev, what up?
What up?
There we go.
Boo, 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 boo.
Kev, how are you, dude?
I'm good, man. 138 episodes, son.
Yeah.
We out here, son.
We out here, son.
You 139, Kev.
Yeah, you 139, bro.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Right. Yeah.
We out here. Word up.
Oh, man. So, Kev, this is a big week for you, in my opinion.
True.
I mean, is this accurate? This is your first official solo LP
that shit fucked me
in
up.
13 years. Is that accurate?
I guess if you want to be technical, yeah.
Okay.
But not really. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I feel like, the Random Joints was, that was a solo project. But I think people are like, joints with me rapping on it, and I'm doing the beats, and it's mostly me rapping on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that's what they mean by, like, so. But technically, this is really, if you want to say that, this is really my first solo project ever. Because, like, I Do What I Do was, it's a lot of features on that.
Right.
So, but this one, it's a real minimal amount, like close to none, really. So,
right.
I look at this as like my first real like solo album with me just rapping and, you know what I mean, just making the beats and everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what's up.
So what was your what's the goal or the approach with this record, Kev? Like, why now? Why is it structured like it is? Like, talk to us a little bit about what it's about.
Well, homework. The title comes from, I'm working at home. So that's part of where the title comes from.
Okay.
I record at home. And also, like, writing rhymes is kind of like homework. Writing rhymes ain't the most fun part for me, right? Like, making beats is the most fun.
Okay.
So, writing rhymes is kind of like homework because you got to, to me, it's more brain. Like, did I write, like, did I say this before? Did somebody else say this? You know what I mean? Like, how I'm going to say this. I heard somebody said this before. How can I say this different than somebody else said it? Like, when it comes to rapping, like, it's a little more mental for me. But, like, beats is more, you pushing buttons and stuff. It's more fun, I guess you would say. But that was the premise of it. And, just putting it together, I was going for a more like Mad Libby, MF Doomy kind of zone with it, as far as like song structure. Because if you listen to I Do What I Do, it's like usually it's a song structure, it's the intro, it's a hook, verse, whatever. Now I'm on some just like, yo, I'm just doing this. You know what I mean? Like, so it might be a 16-bar verse, it might be 32, whatever, but it might be a hook, it might not be a hook,
however it come together.
And also, like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And if it's just a whatever 2-minute song, that's it. Like, or if it's just like a verse and it go off, or you know what I mean, just not to be a slave to like the structure of the quote unquote,
right?
Because it's not like I'm getting played on the radio anyway. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like,
so we don't fit that mold.
You know
yeah.
I mean? Word.
Yo, Kev, due to the fact that you do work at home, are you getting a finished product from the crib, or do you consider what you do at the crib like pre-pro, and then you take it out the house and tighten it up? What's your formula for that?
Pretty much it's pretty much all done at home, pretty much. It's not mastered. I just simply don't know how to master stuff. But I'll mix pretty much everything myself. With this project also, it was a turning point because my equipment changed pretty much in the middle of this project. So I had some older equipment I was recording on, and it pretty much died on me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like,
yeah, Kev, I think I remember that, right? I think when we were kind of working on some cuts, when I was working on some cuts that ended up being on this record, that you were kind of.
Yeah.
I remember that happening. Actually, I believe, right?
What's that? The 2000 XL.
Yeah, it's definitely some technical difficulties that happen with the joint, which makes it. Speaking of MF Doom Madlib, like it adds to that. Let's throw RZA in there too. You know what I mean? Like I should have threw him in first, but like you know what I mean. It adds to the dirty, the dirty. I dare say it's so cliche now, but the lo-fi quote unquote aspect of things. it ramped it up a little bit because my equipment got jacked up. You know, it died on me in the process. So I don't want to go down the rabbit hole to tell you the whole thing, but like the album got done. I went into it to have a more raw sound. I didn't expect it to have this raw of a sound, but the way it came out was dope. You know what I mean?
So what do you mean? Like you ended up having to like 2-track a bunch of shit because you lost like beats or sessions or like what?
Yeah, I lost. Well, I was using a Yamaha AW44. So for those that, if you want to Google that, like it's basically like a it's a 16-track recorder.
Okay.
With like a CD burner on the front. It's from like early 2000s.
Yeah, Meeks, think of it like the
VS.
Yeah, Kev, I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's like the equivalent to like a VS 1680 or a VS 1880, but the Yamaha flavor of
Got you.
Yep, or O2R or something. You know what I mean? Like, remember if you go to a show and see the big mixing board, the O2R, it's like an O2R with a hard disk drive, recorder and built into it.
Right.
So it had the flying faders and everything, like a real mixing board and everything, and you could actually record a session like on top of things. So that's what I was using ever since, I seen Jazzy Jeff with one back in the Touch of Jazz days, and once I was like, yo, I came from a 4-track, like a little Yamaha 4-track joint to that joint. I was like, yo, I'm in the game now. And so I was using that for years, like the Brown album, I Do What I Do, everybody's stuff, Ken Starr's stuff, like everything. I Do What I Do, and everything was mixed and made on that.
What's up?
Until a couple years ago, when I was working on this joint, and it basically conked out. I still got it. It's up in the attic and stuff. The mixing part still works, but just the hard drive recorder doesn't work. But it's a big ass like mixing board. So like I've moved on to the computer now, and it's things I'm a little more convenient. Editing is better and things like that. But yeah, it was definitely an era. So that's where that not to go in too deep because I don't want people to know the whole process of what happened. But it definitely was a transitional time. I remember I was working on the bonus track. Like all the other stuff was recorded on the Yamaha joint, and then I did the bonus track. I was like, "Dang, my stuff crashed. It died. I gotta use this computer now." I was, this was my first foray really into like using the computer, the DAW. You know what I mean? And I was over here struggling. You know what I mean? Like trying to figure out. I remember Jay Scienide was like, yo, can you help me move? Like the same day I'm trying to do this stuff, like Jay Scienide was like, yo, can you help me move? I'm like, man, I'm over here trying to figure this joint out. That was a crazy, so he came over, I helped him move and stuff. But I'm helping him move the whole time. I'm like, how can I, you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking about how to finish this joint. But yes, it was, that was part of the process, definitely, had to upgrade my joints. Like life forced me to, it wasn't like I was about to go get another Yamaha AW44.
Right. Yeah.
Like what I'm going to do? I got to get another one. Like, I'm going to just upgrade my stuff and, keep it moving.
Yeah, basically. You had to be pushed off the cliff.
Well, Kev, you got a pretty good relationship with Akai, don't you? No?
Well, shout out to Akai, but they don't know me like that.
Okay. I'm just looking at the notes here. That looked like
shout out to.
Big
respect to Akai. You know what I mean? I got the Soul Provider expansion joint out.
Well, that's where I was going. When you get to making sound packs and shit, like how does that fall into what you do on a daily basis?
Yeah, that was just that was a dope experience. That was MSX hit me up and it was like, yo, they've seen me kind of gripe about Akai and things before. As far as like shout out to Akai, but their customer service is horrible. You know what I mean? on the just on that tip, like on a customer tip. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I've heard that.
But they stepping it up though. I gotta hand it to them. The new MPC is tight.
That's what's up.
But other than that, like, you know, MSX hit me up and was like, "Yo, we trying to get you in the door with the car stuff, and we working on some stuff. We want to bring you in on it." And that was a new experience. Just actually not making sounds. It's not my sounds, but it's the MSX audio sounds, and they pretty much let me do whatever I wanted to, like within the parameters of, you know. It's interesting. Like, you got to chop stuff a certain way. You got to, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm making beats, I'm not so organized. But, like,
right,
when it's a criteria, other people, like, buying the kits and things like that, like, you got to be truncated this way and da-da-da-da, and can't be no clicks in it and da-da, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's a real interesting learning experience. So it's the Soul Provider expansion pack is out now. So on the official car website, it's not a bootleg, it's real. You go to the website and it's up there. Shout out to MSX Audio.
Right.
And you know what I mean? You're probably going to hear some productions out. You know what I mean? I did a bunch of beats on there. So if you listen to it, it's kind of like a study, like for people that like make beats and, you know what I mean? Like really trying to do it. Like you can like pick apart the beats, you know what I mean? Like as well as use the sounds, you know what I mean? But you can still like be like, oh, let me see how we did this or whatever. Or you can see how I filter stuff, or you can see how, you know, the different effects and EQs and things like that.
That's dope.
So yeah, it's a Soul Provider expansion. Shout out to Akai, you know what I mean? Hopefully we get some more, you know, stuff cracking in the future. You know what I mean?
Kev, did you ever think that in a million years, like when you started out doing this shit and you were working on beats, making beats, that like you'd be doing some shit like that? I mean, it's just so.
Nah, it's random, man. Random joints. You know what I mean? Like It's random. Like it's stuff that, you know, never really think about. It's like, yo, sounds okay, because I would never, like, I've been approached before, like to do kits and sounds. I thought about it, but every time I think about it, I'm like, nah, I ain't doing that. I don't want anybody to have my sound.
Right.
Yeah,
that's the thing that keeps me separate from
everyone else. Yeah,
from everybody else.
Yeah. It's such a weird thing now, man. It's just that whole thing is just, you know, and you had to work so hard. Like you used to have to work so hard to get your shit.
Yeah.
So Kev, did you find a happy medium and kind of like take yourself out of it and just create, or how did you like get over the fact that, you know, you really don't want nobody to have your sounds?
Well, this was easy because it's not my sounds.
Okay.
It's not my sound. It's the MSX Audio joint. So like they let me freak it. It is technically my sound because I flipped the stuff into Kev Brown style or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like it's not my drum sound. Like it's not like a joint I sampled off a record and EQ'd it and got it the way I wanted. You know what I mean? Like it's their sound. So I took their sounds and EQ'd it and did what I wanted to. You know what I mean? Like
right.
You know what I mean? So you start with a different type of sample source, and so it's a whole different kind of formula, you know, opposed to, it's still not 100% Kev, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's like 99%. It's like Kev without the Kev sound. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
But like technically it's still Kev sounds, you know what I mean? Because Kev, through the Kev Brown filter, I guess you could say, not to talk in third person. But Deion Sanders got to do what's right for Deion Sanders.
No doubt. Gold chains, Jerry curl, and all that.
But,
snake skin on the sunglass frame and everything.
You know what I mean?
Prime time.
Cracking.
You know what I'm saying?
Prime time. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Go play football, then go do a baseball game.
Yeah, let's go do some baseball shit. And then I'm going to catch the last half of the lacrosse season. Fuck it.
Yeah, and then drop this new album.
I got hammer pants.
Hammer on it.
Yeah, I got white hammer pants and everything. We doing it.
Oh,
Hey, Kev, I just saw something interesting, man. I think we might have, as far as sounds go, I think we use the same kind of mic. We got an octave.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about this.
We got an octave over here in Dirty Blanket.
What?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That is crazy,
that's
dude.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
What you know about the Russian mics?
Yo, so here's the thing. Here's how I found this. Here's how I found this shit, dude. Kev, I mean, this is, I mean, you know, I mean, we've known each other, we know one another for a while now, right? But you know, doing the prep for this thing.
Happy birthday to me.
Yeah,
that's
right.
What I know. That's what I know about it,
dude. I got into a Kev Brown hole last night, right? So I'm on the internet,
all
like.
Right.
You know, just pulling up all these crazy videos and all this shit. And I came across a post from an old blog that you had. I don't know if it's your Tumblr site or if it was a blog. Anyway, what it was. But yo,
KevBrown.blogspot.com.
There you go. I found that.
Longest title ever.
So I found that, and I found this post from like 2007 where you broke down what equipment you were using. And you went down through you went down through the whole shit. And then I got down, he's like, yeah, this is my mic. It's an Octava 319. Dude, I almost picked up my laptop and threw it through the fucking window because I've never, ever, Meeks, when have you ever met anybody that had an Octava 319 mic in their lab? Like
I haven't, but it's funny because I always get asked what type of mic we use.
God.
And when I tell them, they just be like, "What? What the fuck is that?" I'm like, dude, it's a $99. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I just thought of?
I bought that joint used like a mob.
Did you really? So Kev, here's the even weirder shit.
My bad. It's
Go ahead.
Place, real quick, it's a place down here called Atomic Music, and they specialize in like used equipment and and like vintage gear and stuff. And like one day I was like, I was using a handheld mic for a long time, always and stuff. All that stuff was on like a handheld.
Did you say handheld?
Yeah, I would have it on the mic stand and have like a popper stopper over it. You know what I mean?
That's some doom shit too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but eventually I was like, I gotta get a new mic. You know what I mean? So I went there and like they, you know, I'm not a connoisseur especially back then. It's before Google and all that. Like, so I just, bought
had to take somebody's word for it.
I was like, all right, got it home, tried it out, and it was, and then a couple of years later, that's funny because you're the third people I know that has the mic, because Camber had that same mic a couple years ago, like back when he was like recording and stuff. But I think his broke by now. Mm-hmm. But like I don't use it anymore. I still got it though. I got a Rode mic, but I still got that this Octava mic is probably better than the Rode mic. I probably, you know what I mean? I bought the Rode mic brand new, but the Octava joint just was like, I used that for years. I do what I do, all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at ours right now.
Yeah, it's right there on the stand.
It stays on the stand. And when we get ready to do some shit, that's where we go. No problem. Like real talk, that was birthday gift for me many moons ago, and it was a funny story because we happened to be with Jay that weekend.
Yeah, we were with Jay Scienide that weekend, Kev, which is even iller.
We was just wild, and we was up in fucking Athens and back to Atlanta and all over Atlanta, and I didn't know, but the plan was for my dudes to get us a mic because we was just starting to get, speaking of your Yamaha situation, we was just starting to get into recording our own stuff with the VS. So I think John brought the VS to the crib and was like, yo, this is where we going from here on out. We had some bad experiences at some studios.
Yeah, we were paying for studio time and shit.
Yeah, we was looking to get away from that. So we finally got away from it, but we still didn't have a decent mic. So it kind of lined up with John getting the VS, and now it's time to get a mic. Well, here it is coming up on my birthday, and they decided to, gift me the mic that we was gonna use for recording going forward. And we fucked around and was just wilding one weekend and went up my birthday weekend, went up to Athens, did some digging and shit like that. And I don't know why, this is rare, because that was probably the last time, but I had a knot on me that would choke a horse. And it was burning a hole in my pocket. And everywhere we went was like an equipment spot or a digging spot or something. But we went into a music spot, and they had all these glorious mics laid out in the glass cases and shit. I'm like, man, I'm about to buy us a mic right now. They was like, nah, Meeks, I don't know, man. I don't think you ought to do that.
Yeah, me and Jay were sitting there trying to convince Meeks that he didn't need to get this mic, because we knew he already had a mic in the crib waiting on him for his birthday.
So they talked me out of it, and then, we got back to Mello's spot where the party was at, and they pulled that shit out, and it was this October joint. And we've been recording on that shit ever since. But
that's crazy.
But yeah, just doing your research on it, you see it's handmade, Russian made. Like I think the shit on the inside is real gold or some shit like that. Like it's not to be taken lightly.
It look crazy.
Yeah, it's not to be taken lightly.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Great
dude, I bugged
man.
out, dude. I bugged out when I saw that shit.
Yeah, that was a good piece right there. For real.
Yes, that's pretty crazy, man.
Hey, Kev, real quick, this is the new LP is kind of I wouldn't call it a reunion of sorts, but it kind of is with your relationship with ReDef, right? This is the first time you kind of put out something. Yeah, talk about that a little bit.
It's been a while.
Yeah. So where does that come from? How do you know those guys? Like, where does that relationship come from?
Well, ReDef hit me up. I sent when me and Cambridge did the Alexander Green project, we didn't have a real outlet to put it out. We was just like, we're gonna put it on Bandcamp or whatever. And then I just randomly just emailed it. Once I finished it, I emailed it to Damu, and Damu was like, "Yo." I had no idea, I wasn't thinking about it at all. But he was like, "Yeah, put this out, redefinition, blah, blah, blah." You know what I mean? I was like, "Oh, okay." You know what I mean? Like, it kind of just happened like that, like off the random, you know what I mean? Like, just having a project and just, letting cats hear it, and it just so happened to be, somebody I let hear has a record label. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
yeah.
It's like, yo, this joint tight, you putting this out, da-da-da-da. Like, that's where the ball started rolling. And from there, we put out a couple projects, did the Random Joints re-release.
Right.
Dropped a bunch of instrumental joints, the Brown album instrumentals, and songs without words, and, you know what I mean? Like, the stuff I'm forgetting about.
Right.
We dropped a lot of stuff, man. Like, the Al Green instrumentals,
How do you know Damu?
What else,
How long have you known him?
Damu, I know Damu since forever. Back in the days, there was an event out here called The Beat. What was it called? The Beat? Shoot, I forgot what it's called now. But it was a beat battle. You know what I mean? That used to be at the spot called Capital City Records. It was a crew called True School. It's not the the Ninth Wonder True School, but it was another one. You know what I mean? Like DC had a version down here. You know what I mean? And this was before. You know what I mean? This was like 2004, 2005, somewhere.
Okay.
And I remember, the DJ battle joint, Damu, used to DJ at the battles. You know what I mean? It was at a record store called Cap City Records on U Street. It's gone now, you know what I mean? But that's where, that was the beginning of it. Was super, Caps was mad young back then.
Right.
Or they were, I wasn't, but you know what I mean? The Damu a little younger than me, but
gotcha.
I was probably like 25 or something. 24, 25.
Okay.
But yeah, man, it goes back there. You know what I mean? The True School stuff and the Capital City Records. Like people from here, when I'm saying Capital City Records, like if you're a certain age bracket, you know,
right?
It's people like, yeah, I remember that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
okay. How'd you get into this shit, Kev? Like, how'd you get into like hip hop real serious? Like, what made you get into this thing so tough?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think it was just like hip hop was kind of like my generation of music, kind of. You know what I mean? Like growing up in the 80s, 90s, really the 90s as a teenager. You know, that's pretty much, it seemed like a natural thing. Like my parents was musical and my father played guitar. My mother still played piano in church every Sunday. Okay. And, you know, my brother is music director at his church, director of music you know.
So it's in your DNA then.
What's that?
It's in your DNA.
Yeah, I guess, you know, I guess I say that on my album too. But yeah, it's like,
Kev, you the heathen of the family?
You know what? I look at myself as definitely a black sheep kind of. I shouldn't say black sheep. I should say a white sheep. Like, you know what I mean? Black is beautiful. But you know, I mean, like, you know, I'm definitely an anomaly in the matrix as far as my family. I feel like I'm the weirdo. Not weird, but like weird though. Yeah. Not the usual dude. Like, what you doing? You know what I mean? Like, nobody in my family, like, really travels a lot. You know what I mean? So they'd be like, where you going? New Zealand. What? What are you going to New Zealand for? You know what I mean? Like,
hip hop.
And not only that, because I'm from a small town, it's like, why are you going to New Zealand, but why would you want to go to New Zealand?
Right? Like, what's going on? What you going?
Like, why would you want to go there?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude, all I know is, speaking of that shit, Kev, I saw a video of you from like 07, 08 last night when I was in the Kev Brown hole in fucking Paris.
What?
In fucking Paris with Odyssey, and you fucking dropped Albany. Yo, dude, this motherfucker went crazy, dude.
Word.
You remember that show? Me,
you would have thought Beyonce "Crazy in Love" dropped. Like,
do you remember that?
Oh, yeah,
dude,
that's super unforgettable right there. That's like that. Let me tell you something, DJ John Doe. That's not a regular thing. Like,
okay.
This is not.
That's a rarity, right?
I'm not Jay-Z out here. You know what I mean? When I come on stage, people ain't losing their minds like that.
They ain't going ape shit.
Not a Michael Jackson concert at all.
Dude, Kev, I thought they were gonna fucking storm the stage, bro.
Yo, that was nuts. To the point where I don't know if the whole video plays, but I definitely forget my words in that joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think my verse ends way too fast, and I left some bars out because I was just like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, this is how Jay-Z feel like all the time.
Right.
This is incredible. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, hopefully, you know, it'll be a regular thing one day. But that was for back then too. Like, that was probably my first time. And you know, doing that song, you know what I mean, out there, and all of us was amazed. That show was a turning point for all of us, really.
That's crazy.
It was like, yo, like that was a crazy, crazy, crazy show.
Now, Kev, you can go to spots like New Zealand and tear down stages in like Paris, France, and stuff like that, but you've been having some issues getting around on DMV transit lately. Like, what's up with that?
Y'all up all of my social media and stuff.
That shit is funny to me.
It is social media, Kev.
Right.
I mean, the
we
world
sociable,
can't see
man.
your shit.
We
like,
sociable.
Like I'm surprised you're doing what you're supposed to do. It's crazy.
Has that shit gotten any better for you, Kev, or did you just stop trying to get around? Like, what happened?
Yo, Metro life is real, man. Anybody that ride public transportation, they know Metro life is real deal. I'm gonna get a car soon. You know what I mean? My car got totaled a couple years ago.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean? I'm gonna get that Maybach. You know what I mean? Get this Maybach in a little while.
You gonna get yours before I get mine? Goddamn it! Let's be clear on that. I'm talking about Lunar Blue. Goddamn it! I ain't even playing around with it.
Lunar Blue.
I already know the color, dog. I'm not fucking around with that shit. Do you know how crazy that shit is? And then I'm trying to figure out how Ross got his fat ass in the back of a goddamn Maybach. I ain't believing that shit. I ain't believing that shit. That was some Photoshop shit. That's like it's a big car.
No, you got to stretch, dog. He got that motherfucker stretch.
Had to. Custom joint.
Had to.
Oh man. Hey Kev, I wanted to ask you real quick. I wanted to ask you about the Self-Destruct series, like kind of leading up to this, man. What was the motivation behind that, man? That was dope. I love that shit.
Thanks, man. That was just like me trying to like just do something different and like get the buzz back going. You know what I mean? Like, because people always like, you need to use social media. Like we just said, like you use social media more and da 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 da. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go hard for a little while. It's a bunch of stuff that I'm working on that is not seeing the light of day anytime soon. So let me just hit y'all with some. It might be a rough mix or it might be an almost finished joint or something, and just throw it up a little while and just like, you know what I mean, take it down. Yeah, tease people a little bit, and then like next time throw something else up, and then you know what I mean. That's where the whole Self-Destruct thing came from. Mission Impossible, you know what I mean? Like, yo,
that shit worked too, man. I had folks hitting me up, like, because we'd play a joint on the show, you know, or you'd post a joint, or I'd holler at you, like, have you send it through, and like I'd post it up and be like, and people would be like, people would holler at me like after the show, like oh, I fucked up, like I wasn't able to, like, you know, I missed that one, and like, you know. It's just dope, man. It should work.
Asking me like, "Yo, that one thing you had up, when is that coming out?" You know what I mean? Like I don't know. You know what I mean?
That was smart, man. Yeah, that was dope. That had me on a fucking mission, dude. It had me on a mission too, because I'd be like, man, fucking, you know, because this shit would just come up, and if I wasn't like, you know, if I wasn't plugged in that week or whatever, I was busy with work or family or whatever, like, shit, man, a week would go by and. You know, like, damn, like, Kev put up a new joint. I didn't even know it was up. And then the next one came out, and I'm like, oh, shit, am I behind? Did I miss it? Like, it's just fly, man.
Yeah, it was, thanks, man. That was just, like, straight out of necessity. Like, I got to start some buzz going. You know what I mean? Like, I really, this year, I was really trying to make a push, you know, with the website and, like, just, you know, trying to make my presence known. I feel like I'm not getting... you know, the for one, I get respect, but I need the money to go with the respect right now. You know what I mean? Cats is getting older. So it's like, you know, I'm trying to like really put my foot down and let it be known that I'm out here. You know what I mean? And just really, you know, make the presence known. Like, so people it's not a game, be a little more prolific. Try and get my Mad Lib on. You know what I mean? Like get my little, have my little prolific phase. You know what I mean? Get it in.
Yeah. Your merch game crazy right now. You can get Kev Brown socks. You can get fucking ladies tees.
Hey, I'm glad you brought that up. Them socks, man. I wear 15, Kev. Can I get a pair of socks?
Oh, you know what? I think the chart. I think it's a chart on the website. I think it might be in the cards for you.
Kev, I'm gonna tell you, Kev. I ordered these fucking socks.
Sasquatch size joint.
Yo. I'm gonna tell you, Kev, I ordered these socks and they don't come past my heel, man. I'm gonna need my money back.
God, man. I want to see, you got an Instagram, not speaking of social media. I want to see that.
Kev wants to see him too.
So he already know they ain't coming past my heel.
Them joints gonna be footies, like, you know what I mean? Like
tennis socks for your tennis game, Meeks.
Hell nah.
Yeah, like Damn, size 15. God damn.
Yeah,
that's
it's
strong.
real.
That's strong, man. Hey, Kev, what surprised you most about that store, man? Has there been like an item? Has there been like well, Meeks is over here fucking going crazy right now. We're just laughing about him playing tennis in Kev Brown socks. But what's been the item on your store that's been like the most surprising, like sales wise? Has there been anything that kind of caught you off guard a little bit?
I'm just surprised people are buying stuff serious.
Oh,
like,
really?
You know what I mean? Like, for just having the website up, you know, because it was just like a thing. Like, you know what? Let me stop procrastinating. I had the domain name for like over a year and a half probably, and just never used it. Like, I was like, let me just do it. You know what I mean? And like, even like, I'll tell you the clothes on there. I'll tell you that's a big surprise because like. I'm designing the stuff. I'm like clicking and dragging this stuff over on the joints. Like, does this look right? And I'll get Roddy Rod or my man, like shout out to Profile out in San Diego. Cats will send me like a little design or whatever. And like, I'll be like, can you make this a PNG on some nerd stuff? Like a PNG is the joint where it's a picture, but it's like empty space. So you can put it over something.
Yeah, the transparency.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, right. And, you know, just doing that. Like, I'm not a, you know what I mean? I'm not a savvy businessman out here. So, like, the fact that people are like I made a I Do What I Do t-shirt and people buying that joint, and I'm seeing people, like, tag me on Instagram, like, yo, I got this joint, hashtag Kev Brown. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty crazy to me. You know what I mean? Big respect to everybody that, you know what I mean, buying merchandise and stuff off the joints. You know what I mean?
Yo, Kev, how you come up with your price points?
Yo, the God Fahim. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh, I'm glad you brought this up.
Right, yeah, I wasn't even trying to go there, but yeah, that's a good one. Let's go.
But not. I'm not crazy with it like that. But like, you know what I mean? Like, definitely from seeing. I went to his band camp one day and was like, Funk Flex bombs went off in my head. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Because I was like, yo, he's really. You know what I mean? Taking value, like he's putting the value back into his stuff. Like, even if you don't think it should be that much, he does. You know what I mean?
And that's the end of the discussion.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. So, like, you know, my joint's saying I don't have $1,000 cassette tape on my joint, but like, I definitely like, that made me like not have my joints for like $3 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta put it out there. A respectable amount. You know what I mean? Like, it's real to the hours you spend on it, working on stuff is definitely worth it. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Some people's might not be worth it, but I know mine is.
No
so
question.
Once I seen cats like that, like, you know what I mean? And it was I guess these things it was a progression because, you know, Nipsey Hussle had a $100 mixtape back in the day.
Yeah, Crenshaw.
You know, so and it's
well, shit, that worked out for him. You know, Jay bought all of them shits. He pulled down $100,000 off of that fucking tape or CD or whatever it was. That shit worked out.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like even if you don't have a bunch of people buying it, but like if 2 or 3 people buy like $1,000 cassette tape, that's pretty nuts. That's a test to your fan base too. Like, that's crazy. Like that's like some be like, how much do you love me? This much. You know what I mean? Like, and you know what I mean? Like I said, is it's not a usual thing. And I know he doesn't do it all. You know, sometimes he'll fluctuate his prices and things. They can go up, down. But like taking value in your stuff is definitely, you know what I mean?
You got to do
I don't
it.
kick dollar bin raps.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I said that on the song before.
Yeah,
like, we not here to be in the dollar section. We're not here to be in the, you know what I mean? Like the cheap section of the joints. Like, we making great art just like whoever else, like the people we grew up listening to. And you pay top dollar for their stuff. DJs will buy 2 copies. You know what I mean? Just double the flash on them. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So we need to, you know, as artists, we definitely gotta. I'm working on it too. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me, you know, confused. I'm still, you know, but it's definitely, you got to set your foot down at a certain point. Like, even with the website, I was selling joints for like $50, like the the I Do What I Do joints. Because
Yeah.
I'm autographing them and I'm mailing them out myself. I'm going to the post, you know what I mean? So
that shit
you got to pay that extra and you paying the shipping. You know what I mean?
That shit costs.
So, but it's worth it because I'm a autograph it and, you know what I mean? I'm throw some stickers in there and hook you up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, Kev, what else about that particular interview, the God Fahim interview, that inspired you? Because I remember John hit me up a couple of times like, yo, Kev got so amped about that interview. Like, what was it that the young God had put out there that kind of like touched a nerve or whatever?
Well, first of all, his music is dope. Like, you know what I mean? I stumbled across, I think Jay Scienide probably put me onto him. I can't remember who put me onto God Fahim. But it must have been Jay Scienide. I checked his joints out and it was like, yo, what time machine did you step out from? Because it sound like Wu-Tang. It's, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, yo, he sound like the beats is raw. It sound like MF Doom, you know what I mean? Like Madlib, you know what I mean? But it's a young kid. You could tell it's a kid.
It's crazy.
Not a kid. He's not like he's 12.
Nah,
but, you know
dude.
What I mean? Like it's
and our years, in our years and where we come from and what we sitting on right now, it's a fucking kid.
Yeah.
And that's no slight to him, you know what I'm saying? But kids will be kids. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, so to hear a young cat that's like sounding like an era that he ain't got no business sounding like that era, you know, the era of music that he should be trapped out. He in Atlanta with y'all.
No doubt.
Yeah, exactly.
He should be trapped out.
No doubt.
Like, he from Chicago. He could either be drilled out or trapped out.
No doubt.
But this dude is choosing to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm thinking, it's crazy. Like, that's what got me initially. And then, you know, I remember going on his Bandcamp, like, yo, what the hell? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, remember texting people, like, you see this?
Yeah.
Like, you got $1,000 cassette tape. Like,
yeah, man,
crazy.
we fuck with him.
So
we fuck
it
with
was
him
just,
heavy.
you know, and just hearing him talk on the interview and stuff, like, yo, he gotta, you know, it sound like he doing his thing, man. Like, he not waiting for nobody. I'm out here. I'm just doing it, and you're gonna recognize it. If you don't, and he got his fan base. It's not like he trying to go platinum or whatever. If it happened to crack off, but he dealing with the fan base he got right now, and he, you know what I mean, he catering to them, and he's being prolific. That was another inspirational thing. The dude dropped an album like every other day.
No question.
So, you know what I mean? Like, that had me really like, yo, what am I doing over here? Like, you know what I mean? This dude got the same way we talking, like, this dude got the mic, a computer, and he over there getting it cracking. Like, it'd be some days it'd be like, I ain't do nothing today. Damn, I feel bad. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Look, and I'll look at God Fahim, and he dropped another video today.
Yeah.
Or he dropped a whole new project. You know what I mean? And I'd be like, Dang, I gotta do some stuff. Like, I can't just be. You know what I mean? I got to do something every day.
That's
I got to
awesome.
do something, whether I do some logistics behind the scenes or like touching up the website or whatever. I got to do something every day.
Motivation is a motherfucker,
like
man.
Just doing
it. No doubt. That's awesome.
Definitely, man. That's definitely inspiration, man. That's like to see cats like, you know what I mean? Just doing it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There ain't really no excuses no more. Like,
nah, it's not.
Like,
technology has afforded us that, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, cats still, you know, want to dilly-dally and play games, but, you know, we got all this stuff at our fingertips, you know, and, you know, sometimes life gets in the way. It is what it is, you know.
Definitely.
You know.
Definitely.
But at the end of the but at the end of the day, man, you know, it's not what it used to be. It's so much It's so much more accessible.
Like, if you really want to do it,
you
can do it.
You can do it.
You can make beats on your phone right now. You know what I mean?
Can.
Like, if you got a phone, you got a whole studio, you can shoot the video, do everything.
Everything.
Just take the time to figure out the apps and stuff, and you could do, you know,
get this shit popping, man.
Now. It's crazy.
Hell yeah. Some motherfuckers need to be doing
Who would have thought that everybody would have a James Bond phone? Like, we all walking around with James Bond gadgets.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about. I would.
It's
I would.
a regular thing.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's buck.
It's fucking crazy.
It's buck.
So Kev, I assume that means we're going to see a lot more material kind of officially released this year too, right? Little Birdie told me you got a lot of things coming after this homework shit.
Yeah, it's more goodies coming. More. I got some instrumental projects. It's more stuff. I don't want to spoil the stuff, but it's definitely more music coming because cats when they think of me, they think of I talk about this with the crew and stuff a lot. Like on some cats is on some Sade stuff. You know what I mean? Like cats will drop an album and like 7 years ago, Bob. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And be like, God, I wonder what happened to so and so. You know what I mean? Like, and then out of nowhere, cats drop another joint. Like, oh, he dropped a new joint. I wonder what was happening to. Like, so instead of that, I'm trying to try to hit you in the head a little more on a constant basis. And I'm saying that, but me personally, I've been kind of behind the scenes. I once I came out, I never went anywhere. I just kind of wasn't as prominent and just I'm not Kanye West. I'm not out here trying to be, you know what I mean?
On everything.
You didn't see me say nothing about slavery or nothing before my album dropped or nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
and please don't say nothing about it tonight. Yeah, this is not the platform for that.
Word. Slavery was not a choice.
Yeah. Now if you want to call in during the mix show and say something about that, we got you, because that's when we talk a lot of shit. But yeah, don't do that right now.
Yeah, but I feel like it's not really a need to, like, you know what I mean? Like, do no crazy, just do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny, not to talk about this stuff, but like, Kanye did all that stuff, and so like every week he was dropping a joint, and people talking about it.
Yeah.
And he dropped, he having tantrums and stuff. Yo, you don't understand. And then like a week later, like Jay-Z and Beyonce just drop a joint. Like,
right.
Wow. Oh, God.
They ain't tell nobody nothing. Like, here you go. Just do that. Let me just throw that out there.
Right.
There you go.
Yo, look, man. Jay and Beyonce shut down Kanye and Nas and that whole shit in one fucking swoop, dude. Yeah. One swoop,
Pretty
dude.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, it's like he was waiting. It's like he was waiting. Like, yeah, go ahead, do what you gotta do.
I'm still waiting on people to figure out that Jay-Z and Beyonce are vulturing tax return season. Like y'all ain't even figured that out yet.
Too real.
Like we coming up on the run 6. Like next year around April 15th. Like y'all ain't figured that shit out yet. Like,
yo,
let's
man,
go.
not only do you drop a fucking album, like literally a week after the fucking Kanye Nas shit dropped,
right,
but you drop a fucking video at the fucking Louvre in Paris.
Yeah, and now,
God damn,
and now there's a tour
with black people in it.
Yeah,
right.
And now there's a tour at the Louvre where you can go to every spot they went and shot the video at. Like, they not fucking playing games.
You think they're not getting a cut of that shit too?
Man, you know they are, man. Come on, man.
It's just wild.
Just drop an album. Just drop an album with my wife real quick.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Sonny and Cher out
here.
Do this.
Me and wifey. Peaches and herb.
You know what I mean?
Yo, Kev, last thing, man. I have been mistaken for Kev Brown. It's been a long time.
Have you really?
Yeah. Have you ever been mistaken for Eddie Meeks?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, that's my last. I'm out. Yeah.
I've been mistaken for Curtis Mayfield forever.
I can see that.
People be like, yo. He'd be like, yo, you look familiar. Like older cats, you look familiar.
No fucking way. No way.
Oh, shit. Kev Mayfield in the building.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that a lot. Especially when I lost a little weight now. My face used to be a little rounder. So, like, people used to be like, yo, you look like Curtis Mason. You should do a joint where you sample all Curtis Mason joints. You know what I mean? That's how people funny. You
already did the Al Green. Do the Curtis Mayfield.
Man.
Exactly.
Man.
Exactly. Like, you're trying to, like, let's get sued. Let's all get sued. Let's just try sample stuff till I get sued out here. Let's get it.
Right, yeah.
Sample the most prominent stuff out here.
Oh man!
Hey Kev, what you got some work coming up with some of the folks you've been collaborating with over the past couple of years, like Jay Scienide, for example. I know we've been bringing up the homie Jay a lot, but like Hassan Mackey and like some of the team and the kind of extended crew. You got some new shit dropping with them in the next little bit. What's up with that?
Yeah, some new stuff coming. I got it's a project with Jay Scienide, definitely. He's doing some beats on it. I'm doing some beats. We gotta probably get you to do some scratches or something.
You know the number. Put up the bad signal. We'll do it.
That's nothing.
Yeah, I'm surprised Jay ain't hit you up already.
You know, we talked about it a little bit, but it just hadn't. Right. I just need to send the file through, man. We'll do it.
Yeah, it's all good. You know, because it's pretty much like it's like 99% done.
Okay.
Tighten up the mixes and do a little interludes and stuff.
Oh.
But it's pretty much done. And that's got, each project I do usually has some features on it. Like, here's the thing. Like, for the future, I know people look at low budget crew like, oh, it's cracking. But like, I gotta have my stuff, and then I gotta have the low budget crew stuff because I would put all of my eggs into one basket in the previous years, and that really didn't work out for me.
Right.
So now I still do some low budget crew stuff, but then I do Kev Brown stuff by myself.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Too.
Yep.
Because dealing with a lot of people, you know the drill. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's hard to get. It's hard to form Voltron sometimes. You know what I mean? So
it's very hard.
You gotta just be the black lion by itself sometimes to just do the job by itself sometimes. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's still a balance. So I got, stuff with Hassan. I got, Ken Starr, joints.
All right.
Got might be some EPs and things in the future happening. All
right.
Just stay tuned and things. You're going to hear features also, like even with the Jay Scienide joint. It's special guests. It's like a comic book. You know what I mean? Like Iron Man come in to help out Spider-Man.
All right, cool. What about Busta, man? You gonna be in the lab with Busta anytime soon, or what's up with
Busta? Well, that's a good question. I'm seeing a lot of people talking online, like, yo, I seen Just Blaze and Ninth Wonder was like, yo, I just heard Busta's album. It's gonna be crazy.
Right.
But I haven't heard the whole thing. I just heard the joints I did with him. You know what I mean? So
no, wait a minute. Like, what joints? What joints are these?
Oh,
I got some joints with Bus. You know what I mean? I'm sure everybody's seen the video from 1,000 years ago.
Well, we've seen the video, but we haven't seen anything as You
haven't heard any music,
right?
Yeah, I mean, like the packing and things joint. That's not an official. That joint leaked or whatever.
Right.
And that's that was. You could hear the Kev Brown, like that was like a straight demo joint in the background.
Right.
But it's like stuff that since then that's officially cracking. You know what I mean? It's just not out yet.
All right.
But it's some, it's It's coming soon. Like I don't even know when.
Nice.
But
dope. I can't wait.
That's happening. I guess he's letting people hear it now. So
All right, beautiful.
Nice.
Well, hey man, the timing's right, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know that was that video came out a while back, but like the timing now is better than ever for something like that to drop because people are always looking for some different shit now. Like it's crazy. Even like you go back to. I mean, who would ever thought, like, even like the last Tribe album and fucking Busta was all over that shit. And like, people are into the real shit again. Now, I know it's not like, you're not going to fucking pop on the radio and hear the shit, but like, there's really like, people are waiting and needing and want that shit. You know what I mean? So, I'm looking forward to that.
Definitely, it's, it's definitely especially with Busta, because it's like, yo, but back in the day, Busta used to drop an album like every other year or something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, this is the longest it's ever taken him to really drop a joint. And he really don't have to drop albums no more. He can
Well, that's
just go
the
on
whole
tour and
thing.
do all classic joints.
Yeah, he chilling. He's shooting, you know,
Yeah.
Doritos Blaze, you know, spots now. Like he has successfully gotten to the bag. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Shout out to him, Split Star, you know what I mean?
All of them.
Stage show is incredible. You know what I mean? And everybody from that era, like the stuff we grew up on, if you still doing your thing, thank you. You know what I mean? Like Lord Finesse, Diamond D, you know what I mean? You still see cats out on tour and DJing, like cutting 45s, you know what I mean? Like even Kid Capri, remember he was going after Flex and was like, did the IG live?
Yeah,
yo, he was crushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That shit was dope.
Crushing it.
Yep.
Shit was dope.
Kid Capri still out here getting it.
Shut Flex down.
Yeah.
See the,
I just watched him on the Breakfast Club.
To me, that was fun because it's it's like watching mommy and daddy fight. You know what I mean? It's like, everybody's OGs at this point. So it's like, it's just entertaining for me because it's like the gods are fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
And nobody going to get shot at no crazy stuff. So it's just like, this is just some fun stuff.
Yeah, some hip hop shit. Word.
Hell yeah.
And for the fact that he went on Instagram and like got busy like that, like it's somebody tuning in that don't even know cats was like quote unquote beefing or whatever. They just tuning in like, yo, this dude is killing it. I want to be a DJ now.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like he inspiring people. That was great. You know what I mean?
That shit was major.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Hell. All right, Kev. Hey man, we're gonna wrap this thing up. We're taking enough of your time. Is there anything you wanna leave with the people? Like what anything you want to say or get off your chest?
The floor is yours.
The floor is yours, man. Like, just tell the folks, what you want to tell them.
No, just big thanks, everybody out there. Big thanks to y'all, Southern Vanguard, and big thanks to the listeners. And more music is coming. Shout out to everybody that already pre-ordered. You can go, it comes out this Friday, but you can order it. A lot of I haven't even got my records yet, but I went on Instagram and there's people that's getting their records. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Oh shit! Okay.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, it's red vinyl. It's if you order now, you can get the red vinyl. Come with a bonus 45. And shout out to everybody tuned in. OfficialKevBrown.com. Shout out to ReDefinition Records.
Or John Damu.
You know what I mean? Word up, J No to Damu. Beats and stuff. I throw an event every once in a while. It's called Beats and Stuff. We just had one this past Friday. I played the whole album. Charlie Ross came through, played beats. Grap Lover was in the house. Damu showed up. Quartermain, Low Budget Crew. Cats was in the house. Ken Starr and things. Roddy Rod. Somebody won. I passed out mad stuff. Like I gave out records. You know what I mean? Like not the homework record, but previous catalog records. I passed them out. Passed out mad promo stuff. So shout out to everybody that came to that. Stay tuned for that. You know what I mean? And
you got a party coming up in New York too on Friday, right? Beat House.
Oh, that's right. Good God, thank you. Yeah, man. Beat House. Beat House is like a production showcase joint, and you know what I mean. It's up in NY. I forgot where it is right now, but you can go on my Instagram and check the flyer. And Beat Miner's going to be in the house. Shout out to
sick show. Looks like
Evil D.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna be playing some joints and Black Spade. Shout out Black Spade. So I'm just up there. That's not really my show or nothing, but I'm gonna just, you know what I mean? That's the guys. That's Beat Miners. You know what I mean?
Word.
So I'm just there to just do my little 20, 30 minute little set. You know what I mean? And just go mingle after that. You know what I mean?
Word.
But yeah, that's going down. And it's, it's more, just stay tuned to the Spotify and the social media and things like that. And, I'll keep cats posted on when the next shows and things and things like that are.
Beautiful. All right.
Dope.
Word. Kev, thank you, man.
Man, we appreciate you, Kev.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank y'all.
Yo, and seriously, thank you for having me a part of the project, man. I got to toot my own horn here a little bit.
Yeah, man, we didn't put you on blast enough because you did.
Oh, we about to do that right now. We about to do that right now. You have no idea, Kev. You have no idea.
Yo, I'm juiced, man. Yo, Kev, I was playing my kids before we started the show, before you called in. I was playing them all the joints that I did cuts on the record, man. So seriously, thank you. I've never really said this to you, but thank you for having me, be a part of the project. It's a real honor.
That's tight, man. You was playing it for your kids, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's
Yo, we were in here with my oldest. We were in here cutting up one of the joints, actually, because he's starting to catch the vapors a little bit. Like, I took him to the radio station on Thursday. And actually, I had to break in a new pair of needles, so I was cutting up. I mean, selfishly, probably all the joints that we play on the mix this week are going to be all the joints that I did the cuts on.
Surprise.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So anyway, so I was working out with all those joints, just trying to break these new needles in. And then my oldest came in and he was like, can I try? And I was teaching him how to drop it in on the one and, all that. So yeah, man, I was just I was playing him all the joints, and him and my daughter were in here. We were running through them. So and they were still looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? But it was they're still trying to figure it all out, So anyway, man, seriously, thank you. I really appreciate being a part of the project, man. It's an honor.
Yeah, man, the first step into the new world, man.
Yes, sir.
Showing them something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
got
got
it off.
Yeah, you got it.
That's dope, man. I appreciate it, man.
Word.
Big thanks for that, man. That's dope.
Kev, stay up, man. Keep grinding, man. We
Yes,
out
sir.
We out here looking for you and pulling for you, man. We got you.
Yes. Hopefully, we can hang out in person and do a live show one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hopefully
that'd be beautiful.
Get some ATL shows or something. You know what I mean? And
yeah, we gotta figure that out. We need like a ReDef showcase at A3C or something. I don't know.
That would be fucking awesome.
I don't even know why I didn't think of that.
Hint.
Yeah, that's
Hint.
dope. Yeah,
How about a Southern Vangard ReDef showcase at A3C this year? How about that? It's not too late.
And there it is.
Yo, I mean, if we can make something happen, I'm definitely for. I'm pro crack off, cracking off.
All right,
I'm always pro crack off.
There it is.
Word. All right, thank you, Kev. Have a good night,
Trying
brother.
to release the Kraken.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Trying to release the Kraken.
Yeah.
If you Liam Neeson, you know what I mean? You be Liam Neeson and release the Kraken.
Yep. And Medusa's head is top notch.
Oh. Flash of the Titan.
Yeah. Well. Oh Lord.
Kev, get off the phone, man. We out of here, man.
Word up, y'all. Peace, y'all. Peace.
Have a good week, Kev. Good luck with the release on Friday, man.
Yeah.
Word up. Big thanks, y'all.
No doubt.
All right, be good, my brother.
Peace.
All right, later. All right, y'all. Southern Vangard Radio, DJ John Doe.
Interview session number 139.
139,
Cappuccino in the building.
Meeks.
Was here for it.
Kev
you know what I'm saying?
Brown.
History in the
Homework.
making.
Homework drops this Friday.
Yeah.
Go get it. ReDef Records. Peace to Damu. Peace to John.
Make sure you check out episode 173.
Well, yeah, check out 173. If it's Thursday and you're listening to this joint, you're going to hear some joints before the record drops on Friday, all right?
No doubt.
We out. Southern Vangard Radio, Smithsonian Grade.
South in your mouth. Peace.
Peace.